Hello, my friends. So we are back today with our grade school challenge, our Books of the Bible challenge. Now, today is the last day that we are doing this challenge, or last week of doing this challenge. And that means that we will have learned all of the books of the Bible, all 66 of them. So we are going to start off with a little quiz like we did last week. And we're going to see, does this book belong in the Old Testament or does it belong in the New Testament? And on the bottom of your screen, you're going to see a little rectangle. And when that rectangle reaches the middle, that means that time is up. Okay, so let's start. Where does the book belong? In the Old or in the New? Okay, so for our Old Testament, we have Genesis, Judges, First Kings, and Obadiah. And for our New Testament, we have Acts, Titus, James, and 2nd John. Now, if you didn't get these correct, that is totally okay. We're going to be going through all the books again today. So let's start off with that. So we will start off with our Old Testament. And in our Old Testament, we always start off with the books of the law. Let's see if we can remember those. So for our books of the law, we have Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Now after law comes the books of history. Now let's see if we can remember these. And for our books of history, we have Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, and Esther. Now, after history, do you guys remember what type of book comes next? If you guessed poetry, you guys are correct. So let's see if we can remember these books. And for poetry, we have Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Songs. Now, after poetry, we have our major prophets. And for our 5 major prophets, we have Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, and Daniel. Now, after the major prophets comes our minor prophets, what we learned last week. Let's see if we can remember. So we have Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, and Micah. And for today, we're going to be adding in some more of the minor prophets, which will conclude us learning all the books of the Old Testament. So let's say them together. We have Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. Let's say it one more time. Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. Well, let's see if you guys can remember those by yourselves now. And for our minor prophets, let's say those one more time, the ones we just learned. We have Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. So we have learned all of the books of the Old Testament. Congratulations, my friends. Now it is time for us to move on to our New Testament. So for our New Testament, we start off with the first 4 Gospels, the story of Jesus' life. Let's see if we can remember these. And we have Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And again, the Gospels tell us about the stories of Jesus' life. Now, after the Gospels, we have the book of church history. Now, there's only one. Let's see if we can remember that. And Acts is our first. Acts is the book of our church history. Now, after church history, we have letters. So let's see if we can remember these ones. And for these letters, we have Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians. Now, after these letters, we learn even some more letters. So let's see if we can remember these ones. And we have 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, and James. Now after these letters, we have even some more letters. Let's see if we can remember these. So we have 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, and Jude. And today we're going to be learning our last book of the New Testament, which is the book of prophecy. It is called Revelation. Well, let's say that one more time together. Revelation. Now let's see if you can remember that book. And let's say it one last time together. Revelation. So that concludes us learning the New Testament books, my friends. Congratulations and good job on learning all of the 66 books of the Bible. Remember to keep memorizing throughout the week so you guys don't forget. And please send in your videos and pictures to Miss Verna so we can show the rest of our Children's Connections what you guys are learning. Thank you. Bye.